Corruption, a persistent challenge across the globe, deeply impacts the socio-economic fabric of nations. In India, corruption has a long history, prompting significant legal, social, and political responses. Society. India has established several legal frameworks to combat corruption. The Prevention of Corruption Act, 1988, and subsequent amendments have been pivotal. The Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act, 2013, is another significant step towards accountability. Section 3. Important agitations and their aftermaths. Public agitations against corruption, such as the 2011 anti-corruption movement led by Anna Hazare, have led to landmark legislations. These agitations reflect public dissatisfaction and push for systemic change. The 2011 anti-corruption movement was a significant event in India's modern history. It saw millions of people from various walks of life come together to demand greater transparency and accountability in government. The movement was primarily driven by the demand for the Yan Lokpal Bill, which aimed to create an independent body to investigate corruption cases. Anna Hazare, a veteran social activist, became the face of this movement, inspiring countless individuals to join the cause. His hunger strike at Ramlila Maidan in Delhi became a symbol of the fight against corruption. The movement's impact was profound, leading to the eventual passing of the Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act in 2013. This legislation was a significant step towards addressing corruption at various levels of government. However, the aftermath of the movement also highlighted the challenges of sustaining such agitations. While the initial enthusiasm was high, maintaining momentum proved difficult. The movement also faced criticism for its approach and the feasibility of its demands. Despite these challenges, the 2011 anti-corruption movement remains a testament to the power of collective action and the potential for public agitations to bring about meaningful change. It serves as a reminder that when people unite for a common cause, they can influence the course of history and push for a more just and transparent society. Section 4. Various bodies and their functions. In this section, we will delve into the roles and responsibilities of various key institutions that play a pivotal role in maintaining the integrity and functionality of our nation's governance and financial systems. Several bodies like the Central Vigilance Commission, Central Bureau of Investigation, and Reserve Bank of India play critical roles in curbing corruption. These institutions are the backbone of our efforts to ensure transparency, accountability, and efficiency in both public and private sectors. The Central Vigilance Commission, or CVC, is tasked with overseeing vigilance administration. It acts as an apex integrity institution, monitoring all vigilance activities under the central government. The CVC ensures that government officials adhere to the highest standards of integrity and ethical conduct. The CVC reviews complaints and allegations of corruption, conducts inquiries, and recommends appropriate action. It also advises various authorities in planning, executing, reviewing, and reforming their vigilance work. By doing so, the CVC plays a crucial role in preventing corruption before it takes root. On the other hand, the Central Bureau of Investigation, or CBI, is the premier investigative agency in India. It investigates complex corruption cases that often involve high-profile individuals and large sums of money. The CBI's mandate includes not only corruption but also economic crimes, special crimes, and other high-stakes investigations. The Reserve Bank of India, or RBI, enforces financial regulations to prevent economic corruption. As the central bank of the country, the RBI is responsible for regulating the monetary and financial system. It ensures the stability of the financial system by monitoring and managing inflation, interest rates, and the supply of money. The RBI also oversees the functioning of banks and financial institutions, ensuring they operate within the legal framework and adhere to ethical standards. By doing so, the RBI helps maintain public confidence in the financial system and prevents financial malpractices. Together, these bodies form a robust framework to combat corruption and promote good governance. Their coordinated efforts are essential in creating a transparent, accountable, and efficient system that benefits all citizens. By understanding the roles and functions of these institutions, we can better appreciate the mechanisms in place to safeguard our nation's integrity. As citizens, it is our responsibility to support these institutions and stay informed about their work. By doing so, we contribute to a more transparent and accountable society. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and play your part in the fight against corruption. Section 5. The Way Forward. To eradicate corruption, India must enhance transparency, strengthen institutions, and promote public participation. Digital governance, along with strong judicial oversight, can pave the way for a corruption-free future. Corruption is a battle that requires collective effort. Together, we can build a more transparent and accountable nation. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed about India's pressing issues. In this extended section, we will delve deeper into the various types of corruption, their impact on society, and additional mitigation measures. Corruption isn't just limited to bribery, it includes embezzlement, fraud, extortion, and nepotism. Each type has its unique impact, eroding trust, stifling economic growth, and perpetuating inequality. For instance, embezzlement diverts public funds meant for development projects, leaving communities without essential services. Fraud undermines the integrity of financial systems, causing losses that ripple through the economy. Extortion preys on the vulnerable, while nepotism denies opportunities to deserving individuals, fostering resentment and social division. To combat these, laws alone aren't enough. Community vigilance, transparency initiatives, and robust institutional frameworks are crucial. Whistleblower protection, transparent procurement processes, and digital governance can play significant roles in curtailing corrupt practices. Additionally, let's revisit some historical agitations that have shaped the fight against corruption. The 1974 Navnirman movement in Gujarat, sparked by student protests against rising prices and corruption, led to the resignation of the state government. Similarly, the 2011 Indian anti-corruption movement, led by Anna Hazare, galvanized public sentiment and pressured the government to enact the Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act. These agitations highlight the power of collective action and the importance of sustained vigilance. Understanding these movements provides a comprehensive perspective on the ongoing struggle against corruption and reinforces the need for continued efforts. By deepening our understanding and staying informed, we can contribute to a more just and equitable society. Remember, awareness is the first step towards change. Continuing our exploration, we will discuss the role of international bodies in combating corruption and how global cooperation can lead to more effective solutions. Corruption knows no borders, and tackling it requires a concerted effort from countries around the world. Organizations like the United Nations, the World Bank, and Transparency International play pivotal roles in setting global standards and fostering international collaboration. The United Nations Convention Against Corruption, UNCAC, adopted in 2003, is a landmark treaty that binds member states to implement a wide range of anti-corruption measures. These include preventive policies, criminalization of corrupt practices, international cooperation, and asset recovery. By adhering to these guidelines, countries can create a unified front against corruption. The World Bank, through its governance and anti-corruption strategy, provides funding and expertise to help countries build transparent and accountable institutions. Transparency International, a non-governmental organization, publishes the Corruption Perceptions Index, which ranks countries based on perceived levels of corruption. This index serves as a powerful tool for advocacy and reform. Let's highlight some successful case studies from around the world. In Rwanda, a zero-tolerance policy towards corruption, coupled with strong leadership and institutional reforms, has led to significant improvements in governance and economic growth. In Singapore, the establishment of the Corrupt Practices Investigation Bureau, CPIB, and stringent anti-corruption laws have transformed the country into one of the least corrupt nations globally. These examples demonstrate that with determination, strong policies, and international cooperation, the fight against corruption can yield tangible results. By learning from these success stories and adapting best practices to local contexts, we can make strides towards a corruption-free world. As we continue our journey towards understanding and combating corruption, remember that global cooperation and shared knowledge are powerful tools in this fight. Together, we can build a future where integrity and transparency are the norms. As we conclude our journey through the complex world of corruption and its mitigation, let's take a moment to summarize the key points we've discussed. Corruption is a multifaceted issue, rooted in various socio-economic and political factors. It manifests in multiple forms, from petty bribery to grand corruption, affecting societies on a global scale. We've examined the legislative measures and amendments that governments have put in place to combat corruption. These laws are crucial, but enforcement and public awareness are equally important. We've also delved into the significant agitations and movements that have brought about change, emphasizing the power of collective action. Understanding the roles of various anti-corruption bodies is essential. These organizations, both national and international, work tirelessly to uphold integrity and transparency. Global cooperation, as seen through initiatives by the United Nations, the World Bank, and Transparency International, highlights the importance of a unified approach in tackling corruption. We've looked at successful case studies from around the world, demonstrating that with strong leadership, effective policies, and international support, the fight against corruption can yield positive results. These examples serve as beacons of hope and inspiration. Now, what can you do as an individual or organization to contribute to this global effort? Here are some actionable steps. 1. Educate yourself and others about the causes and consequences of corruption. 1. Support policies and practices that promote transparency and accountability in both public and private sectors. 1. Utilize available channels to report corrupt practices. Whistleblowing can be a powerful tool in exposing and addressing corruption. 1. Engage with and support organizations dedicated to fighting corruption. 1. Lead by example in your personal and professional life, fostering a culture of integrity. Together, we can create a more transparent and accountable world. The fight against corruption is ongoing, but with determination and collective action, we can make a significant impact. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue to strive for a future where integrity prevails. Remember, every small step counts in this monumental fight. Let's stand united against corruption and work towards a brighter, more honest future.